Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 26 of our Supersize You annual challenge. Annual challenge, yes, every day this year we're going to be together for a couple of minutes. We're going to look at something that's important for us to supersize and build and grow the life that we want to create. Is that a lot to ask? No, because guess what? We're going to be living our lives anyway. Why would we not live them in such a way and set ourselves up to live the life that we define as successful? Well, today our topic is we are covering the acronym. I made up an acronym for Supersize, and I'm filling it in as we go along. I haven't done today's yet, but I realized yesterday I made a typo. Oh, yes, I make lots of typos, personal reasons. But yesterday I called ZE in my headline on some platforms. It really was Z, not E. Z was related to communications. And today we're talking about the last E in Supersize, which stands for easy money. Why? Because Supersize and our 9 life framework areas don't all start with the same letters. And also, each of these areas could be described using a different word or term. Anyway, I say find a tool, learn a tool, make it your own by doing what works for you. And for me, Supersize works, but that's just because it's been one of my favorite things to think about and do with businesses since I don't even remember when I learned it. It was way before The Secret. No, anyway, it was the early 2000s at the earliest. Anyway, it was a long time ago. So today we have now covered all 9 areas of the life framework. So what are we going to do with respect to this? My question, first and foremost, is: do you think money is easy? Do you have an easy, positive, flowing relationship with money? The vast majority of the people on this planet. No, 93% of the people on the planet, I think I can guess that statistically based on the results that we get as human beings overall, don't have an absolutely awesome relationship with money, the idea of money, the thoughts around money, their beliefs around money. And so that will be a big part of what we talk about when we focus for an entire month on your finances and me focus on my finances. So today I want you to notice, what kind of things are you saying to yourself around money? What kind of things are you saying around your career and your job and your life and your relationships? Because it's all interrelated. And we're going to talk about that every month this year too, about how each area that we're focusing and talking on, where did I put it? Put it back already. Focusing and talking on how that impacts every other area. I have a huge story about physical. If you ignore your physical health and well-being long enough, something will happen to get your attention. It's pretty much inevitable. Just like if you create a positive relationship with yourself and money, it's almost impossible to not have all the money you want flowing into your life. So today, I want you to just think about money, think about finances, and jot down a couple of things that you observe and know that we are going to deal with each and every one of those. I'm not sure what order we're going to do the 9 areas in. I have not decided, and we have to decide in a couple of days. So if you would like to give input on that, maybe I'll put up a little poll in the school community and ask, which of these areas do you want to do first? I try to keep the ones that I think are most important out of February because it's such a short month and I have to combine ideas and topics then because there's so many things to cover in each and every one of these areas. But up to you. I'm going to say, let you decide where we want to start this year. I think a couple of the past years, I've started with physical. Why? Because everybody's paying attention to their physical health and well-being at the beginning of the year. Well, not everybody, but a pretty good percentage of the population. I also want to say congratulations and thank you if you are with me on day 26, because that means that you're going all in on yourself and that you care enough about yourself to learn and make some changes and grow in ways that will enhance and create the life that you want. Why? Because that's what we all want, right? I have said for a long time that our purpose, the reason that we are here as human beings right now in this crazy time that we're living in, because there's definitely some wackadoodle stuff going on, is because we want to have a positive impact on the rest of the world. I always believe if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And so I am making a concerted effort to just be part of the solution. That's all I've got today. I want to know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how easy is money for you and finances for you? 10 being, it's just a done deal. It's super duper easy. 1 being, I struggle with money every single day. I might have a scarcity mindset, which impacts my finances, my ability to learn. I might have a lack of confidence in certain areas and aspects of my life, which causes my financial health and well-being to struggle, etc. If you need help with this, if you are having a hard time understanding where you're at with money, message me and we will find 5 minutes today, because I guarantee in 5 minutes today, we can have you lined out. And we're not judging it. We're not looking for anything. We just want to know what the current situation is. What is your current relationship with money? What is your current situation with money, etc. All right. Have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, see you tomorrow.